Hola, amigos. Jayar Jackson, Rick Strom. Cue the music. Our jerks and Turks of the weekend, and I start with my jerk because it is fairly recent. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans, NRG Stadium. You are in overtime. You are punting on 4th and 1. Now here is why this is my jerk of the weekend. Did it result in a loss? Yes. Was it potentially the right call? Maybe. But here's why I say nay completely. Cowboys offensive line contracts. This is the most expensive offensive line in the National Football League. You also drafted Ezekiel Elliott, number 4 overall.
I heard Ezekiel Elliott's pretty good.
And Jason Garrett is like, nah, we gotta get rid of this thing. Dude, you got all pros. You got like a top 5, top 10 running back, talent-wise way up there. And you punt on the road against the Texans? I get it, you wanna make them go the distance, cool. 1 yard. One. The Cowboys are my co-jerk of the week.
But if they don't get it, then they lose.
Sure,
okay.
they lose. They lose. I have more faith in the Cowboys going for it on 4th and 1 than I do Frank Reich's rhetoric with the Indianapolis Colts. Okay? Because still, you know what's better than a loss? A tie. So that is why the Cowboys, co-jerk of the weekend.
It pained me a little bit to do it because I'm really enjoying watching the Chiefs play. But my jerk of the week is Chris Jones, defensive lineman for the Chiefs. I saw it when it was happening. I mean, right after they replayed it, I'm not sure if they even saw what was going on. But I think it was a special teams play, maybe like a kick or a punt, something. They ended up on the ground. The Chiefs are controlling the game. Of course, they won 30-14 against the Jaguars. And kind of out of nowhere, seemingly, Jones decides to throw like a forearm fist into the ground right over an O-lineman's leg and his calf. And guess how far away that, I'm not sure, maybe it was the back judge, one of the refs was standing about 5 yards from him, looking right at him, like waiting for, it's like there was a plan. He said, do it, Chris, do it. And he goes, and then he pulls out his flag like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Blatantly
you're making me do it. So he gets kicked out of the game eventually for it. First, it was just a personal foul, but then when they looked at it, it was by far the most egregious thing that I've seen.
Okay.
So he was out. You're winning the game. I'm not sure where the frustration's coming from. Sure, maybe there's little dirty things happening in the trenches. You're winning. You got to stay in the game.
Exactly.
And the Chiefs need a great. Here's the guy who had the pick 6.
Yeah.
They need you on defense. Stay in the game.
My other co-jerk of the weekend, because I cannot resist. Yes, I understand that there are many that are beating the tar out of Odell Beckham Jr. today because they lost on a 63-yard field goal. But we are truth tellers. We don't necessarily pick favorites here. He had one horrendous play that led to a touchdown. My co-jerk of the weekend is Odell Beckham Jr. because on a punt, he decides to go in the direction of where the ball is landing. And I understand that you want to make a block. Dude, get out of the way. Just get out of the way. So what happens? It hits Odell, obviously. There's a mad scramble for it. Ball goes to the end zone, more mad scrambles. Panthers recover, touchdown Carolina. Shouldn't have put his team in that position. I'm totally fine with him saying Eli can't throw a deep ball. You know why? Major facts. What I'm not cool with is special team shenanigans, as we wrote out right there, because that was a humongous, costly play. It was. JR, your Turk of the weekend.
Well, first, honorable mention on my Turk of the weekend. The Browns rally possum because this guy shows up, and the first time this guy showed up, a fan, first off, this is very cool, this fan caught the possum in the stadium because that's very Ohio, and then stuck him in a box. Check this out. Win! And you know what happened in that game? The Browns pick up their first win in probably 7 to 10 years.
That's horrible.
But that was a big possum. It was a fat, juicy possum. He got him in the box. It's fat. That's
Juicy possum.
Juicy, yeah. You ever had possum?
Do you eat possum?
No, but I know people who have. I'm from St. Louis. So, what happens the last time that this possum is caught? The Browns win the game. As of yesterday, when the Browns pick up an overtime victory, guess who showed up in the parking lot? But another possum. And you know what? You know the rally monkey and with the Angels, and then there's all these little superstitions. If the Browns make sure a possum shows up in every game, they're gonna go. Well, start next year. They'll go 16-0.
Cleveland's messing
Possum.
with nature and just gonna kill us all.
Possum.
Is that your turk of the week?
My actual turk. First off, my turk week is the possum. First off, possum are cute.
Can I go
they
first?
Get a bad
Can I go
rep.
first, actually? Because it involves Cleveland. My turk of the weekend is Baker Mayfield. And the reason
It's the possum.
He's the reason. No, the reason he's my turk of the weekend is this. Baker Mayfield told Todd Haley, "Coach, I got this. Relax." In a disarming manner. Haley happily stepped back. Mayfield called the receivers over, coached them up, scored on 3 straight drives. Haley then said, "For a young guy in his first start, that's pretty impressive." You damn right. You wonder why Ben Roethlisberger was really pissed off at Todd Haley? Well, maybe it's because they're smarter than him. Baker Mayfield just one-upped him. My turk of the weekend.
I love it. Actually, and along those lines, my full turk of the week is actually the Rams offense, generally a few offensive linemen, and Jared Goff. At the end of that game, the Rams up 33-31. It's 4th and 1. Have we heard about that before?
Oh, I have.
Somebody's got to win this game.
Cue up Jason bleeping Garrett.
But they're actually on the negative side of the field, and guess who they have?
Who do they have?
They've got Todd Gurley. They've got a great offensive line, and they've also got this tall guy, he's like 6'5", 6'6", named Jared Goff.
6'4".
So they come out. Is he? I thought he said 6'5". Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all tall. And so they're about.
Hang on, stop. At what point, everybody, do we say that guy's tall? Like, what's the height?
Over 6'2".
I agree. Over 6'2".
I was thinking 6'2".
Like, yeah, he's just
Okay.
tall. Yeah,
tall
he's
guy.
not defined as 6'6", 6'7". It's like, no, he's tall.
Yeah, he's up there. I have to look up. So they're about to punt. They've decided to punt. Guess who uses their last timeout but the Seattle Seahawks? They go to the timeout, and then the offensive players say, "Hey, you know what, Sean? We should go for this. They have no more timeouts. If we get it, the game is over.
Right.
Why put your defense back on the field?" You know, I've always said this. As it happened, I was like, you know what? We put the defense on the field to stop our mistakes all the time. You didn't get the first down before on a 1-yard play. Do it again. You're professionals. Go do it. They went out there, did it, won the game. It was a gutsy call, but they're professionals. The 4th down is supposed to be used for plays. Run a play, get the first down, win the game. Offensive players convinced them. Game winning 5-0. Come on.
Those are our jerks and turks of the weekend. Who are yours? You know where to leave them. Subscribe to 2x2 Sports. Do you know what you could get for $4.99? Maybe 1 pack of Skittles. You know what's better? A lot of content. So download the TYT app, available on iOS and Android.